Rare Music exclusive.
I grew up like a savage.
You can't find nobody who can duplicate what I'm doing.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah. I practice hard.
Do you like have you ever had a conscious thought like and sat back and said, I worked on this shit just as hard as I worked on being a dope boy or anything else in your life?
Yeah. I remember telling myself I wasn't gonna sell no more weed. Like I used to be standing in the trap with my CDs. I had a CD called Soul of the Ghetto. If anybody got it, you know what I mean. Shout out, appreciate y'all. Y'all kept me going. But I used to be standing in the trap with my CDs, with my face on the front, my birth certificate on the back that said I was from Bankhead Court. And you know, I was born in the apartment on the sofa.
Oh, you born in the apartment?
Yeah, my mom had me in the apartments on the sofa.
Nigga, you is Bankhead.
Yeah, I'm from that spot for real. Yeah.
And so I was saying that to say, like, thinking about your accomplishments, because I can't never let a nigga like you underplay it, downplay it, be humble. I'm just serious, bro. It's like, you know, because it's some motherfuckers that, and I appreciate everybody getting their credit.
Yeah.
But some niggas change the game. There's a piece of the puzzle that if you take Fabo out of Atlanta, it ain't the same.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? That shit woven into the fabric.
Yeah,
you know
it's definitely not the same.
And you here every day. You got people here every day. So for an outsider looking in, I got to tell you what that shit is. You know what I'm saying?
It's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, we didn't know that's what we were doing at the time though. Like, bro, we just riding, smoking, taking pills, got daggone, you know, staying up all night, you know, putting it together. You know, we didn't know at that time that was the recipe.
Right.
You know, but yeah, man, it's just a lot of people still going through the same thing and still doing the same thing, and you know, that's what it is.
So in D4L, that music was, if you listen to the music, it's gangster shit being said.
Yeah.
And but it's fun.
And every song, I remember being somewhere. And somebody was in there like, man, that's the Candy niggas in there, blah da 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 da. And so the nigga was like, man, y'all saying the Candy song. I was like, what song is the Candy song? And he was like, that Do It Like Me song. That Do It Like Me where everybody be doing the dance. I was like, do you know the words to it?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, I don't listen to that Candy shit. I said, the song said, Prince O in the house and to represent the South. And I got to let them know. D4L came to ride and we can roll. Ain't nothing but a bitch inside and she can go. When I'm geeked up, they can watch me roll. Ain't about a buck, better lock and load. Ain't going to the truck, you better watch that hole. He can nuck if you buck, you can hit him with the fork. Boom. I bet you can't stand on one toe when your ass done got hit. With your arms in the air, imitate Fabo. Stop, drop, pop one time, lean back, and pop one more. Bitch can't get like me. Roll the blunt and take a hit like me. Step in the club and pull a bitch like me. He can spit. Ain't nothing candy about that. I'm literally telling you to watch yourself.
Right.
Because you looking at me too much or whatever. I ain't the one you need to be watching.
Right.
And so that's why I meant Betcha Can't Do It Like Me.
Right.
And that was my verse or whatever. So every verse that came after that was crazy too.
I love that because me, I love music enough to listen.
Yeah.
I ain't no catch the hook nigga. I'm listening. And when I first seen it, I said, these niggas, because I'm going to tell you something that's parallel.
Yeah.
Mac Dre, right? At the same time.
Shout out to the God, man. Right? R.I.P. Dre.
Mac Dre is doing this dance and he doing a lot of, and the hyphy movement is going on at the same time. So niggas like, these niggas dancing. And I wasn't personally a participant like, you know, just like how they was.
I met Mr. Fab them during the height of that right there. And they had to break it down to me because you got to think, when you from Bankhead in these places, we grew up on Kilo Ali, DJ Kizzy Rock, Cooley C, Mr. Collie he was DJ Smurf. We had the Edward J tapes and stuff, DJ MC Assault, DJ Jelly. Like, we grew up on these stuff and they were just remixing different stuff that was out. So I ain't even know it was a movement going on.
Right.
But when I met people like Mr. Fab, Cuzzo Fly, like we been homies ever since. Like, I think I met them in 2004.
That's crazy.
2005. When was the All-Star game down in Houston?
05.
Whatever year that was. Whatever year that was, we've been kicking it ever since. You know, rocking tight. That's who just brought me to the town.
That's who just brought me. Exactly. Fab. Shout out Fab, man. FAB, man. And
dope era
for real. And I always have to like make the parallel because I'm gonna tell you something that I tell people. Like, one thing I do love about Atlanta is evolution.
Yeah.
Right. So it went from trap.
Yeah.
To what y'all was doing.
Yeah.
To it's Travis Porter, it's Black Boy, White Boy, is to all the way to what it is now.
We always had somebody come in there and
It's
hold it down.
always one nigga, 2-3 nigga come lead the charge to make it something else. I love that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was interviewing Willa Fool the other day, and he was saying something similar, like because everybody looked to Atlanta. I'm gonna be honest. If you go to New York, if you go to California, you go to everybody gonna say we ain't doing it like them Atlanta niggas. They together, but Willa Fool was saying it's not really what you think. But it's good enough to where we could do what we got to do and create something. He said, because it is cliques. You know what I'm saying? And we know that. But niggas still coexist.
Yeah, it's always been cliques and stuff. But, man, this Atlanta, man, it's just like you always find some type of common ground, or you got somebody in the middle who always can, kind of make it happen or whatever. Instead, everything don't go down like it's supposed to, and everybody ain't going to get along. If you cool with everybody, you fake.
You fake as hell.
So, you ain't going to get along with everybody.
Nah.
You feel me? Yeah. So it's a small place, but it's a big place at the same time. But it's people say it's a small world. You gonna kind of see you gonna see a nigga. It don't make no difference where you go, what you got going on. If you're doing shows, you're gonna run into the biggest nigga to the smallest nigga.
Right.
You ain't gonna be able to duck them too tough or whatever because people got all assets. Everybody cousin work somewhere. Everybody, it's just like you being in LA or somewhere. Nigga might be a big swole bodyguard. You think he did? But he plug like, and everybody with him plug. So it be like that.
It be like that. The white glasses. Now that's representing your brother that's locked up.
Yeah, my brother been gone 22.
And he wore white glasses.
Yeah. Well, I used, before I got locked up or whatever, he had him in his room. But as he started doing a little rap thing or whatever, when I got out, I seen that was still kind of like his thing or whatever, And I was like, wow, this joker, got his whole identity thing. But yeah. Man, he ain't take it serious like I took it, but I that's all I had. I was gone 2 years. I got out. I was out 3 weeks, and he been gone 22.
You know why I love that, Fabo? Because, we all got niggas locked up, right?
Free Debo.
And and it's a part of your story. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of your makeup. Like, niggas see you and people dress like you for Halloween. On some real shit.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Nigga dress like you for Halloween. And so, but these niggas got to put on the white glasses. Yeah. And if you look at it, you like this nigga. He might not know, but it's for
got your Fabos on.
You know what I'm saying? Get your Fabos on, man.
Fabos on,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's what's up.
That's what's up, man. Free Debo again, man.
Yeah, man, free Debo, man. You already know what's happening.
Did you see any direct influence that you had to like Soulja Boy?
Oh, I just look at it as like I said, man, what I was doing, it just caught on or whatever, the Dickies, the dance moves, all of that stuff right there. It created that type of environment to where you was going to get those cats that came and wanted to do that type of stuff or whatever. It's good to see that he evolved and stuff, and I love what he did. Yeah, I thought it was dope.
I thought it was dope,
too. I thought it was dope.
When you talk about accomplishments and all of that, man, again, we got to give niggas, I look at shit like niggas going to the playoffs, niggas going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and niggas going to finals or winning the chip, right?
Yeah.
But you took Mariah Carey out the top spot.
Man, I don't think she ever touched it.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She didn't go number one because of you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And labels spend a lot of money on that. They spend a lot of shit. And of course they ain't pumping.
We did a song in the closet. No, I'm just like, the studio was just like a closet though. It was a little small, little space or whatever, where we could go every day and do the damn thing. It wasn't no influence involved. I just came home from the club one night and that's the song that was on my mind.
Yeah. And Kanye too was.
And home was the studio.
Home was the studio. You niggas hear that? Because a lot of niggas
was the studio.
A lot of niggas get spoiled and think they got to go to the big studio to create.
Nah, man. Your vibe gonna come from wherever you at. If you want it to happen, it's gonna happen or whatever. If you believe by that time, by the time I did Laffy Taffy, man, I'm in the studio like all day, every day. You know what I mean?
And so if you just think about that, it was Kanye, Mariah going from #1 and
Yeah.
Fabo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Take them out. That's big, man.
Yeah,
You can
man.
take that back to the neighborhood. That's a win.
I didn't know at the time that was what was going on though. I'm in the spot every day. You can't even get me to shows at this time. You know, I'm still in the street.
Right,
Like, you
right.
know, that was my situation at the time. I didn't even understand what the top 100 was. I remember going everywhere and everybody's like, "Yeah, man, y'all #1." It's like for a couple of weeks. Like, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Y'all #1. Y'all #1 and keep going. Y'all #1. I thought people just, you know, kissing up or whatever, but
Right.
like y'all #1, it just kept saying it. That was crazy.
You when you talk about Geeked Up,
Yeah.
right?
Starting to see spaceships on Bankhead.
First of all, you gave it up for your hood.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But that's my hood song.
Yeah.
That's Harry, the real nigga
Yeah.
hood song.
I ain't never put it out. That's crazy.
It never been out.
I never put it out. It was on the D4L album. And with me in the group, when I left in 2006, because a lot of people don't know I've been gone that long.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And you know, I still did stuff with the group. I always show up when I'm supposed to or whatever. We all homies, but they don't, you know, my group members don't rap no more.
Right.
They street cat.
Yeah.
I was kind of like the only rapper there. You know.
Okay.
Then Lo started doing his thing. R.I.P. Shawty.
R.I.P. Shawty Lo.
He turned into him.
Yeah.
So man, you know, it's just like, man, everything come with it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I always thought that this was gonna be where I wanted to be.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, I just be like, thank God I'm here.
Man, thank God. Man, when that was Jeezy went on the original, right?
Nah, Jeezy went on the original. It's like I said, I ain't never put it out. And it was just bumping in the streets, man.
Mm-hmm.
And when it went down or whatever, it was because I was performing the song or whatever everywhere I went. I didn't know how big I was.
Yeah.
And people just started, you know, Fabo got a new song, blah, 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 blah. That was the situation, but it was on the D4L album. And I ain't never put it out. It was already out.
The people in my city would kill me if I didn't ask you to tell us who was those people you was talking. Who was Jasmine?
Nah, it's my Yasmin, my sister.
That's your
Yasmin, my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you name some other people.
Chocolate, Portia, like all these.
All the people in the apartment.
He folk from my spot, like people who I still rock with right to the day. With my home R.I.P. Chocolate. Yeah. You know, that was Lo Bae mama.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
this shit real.
Yeah.
And people talk about Lo all the time.
Yeah.
When we talk about Shawty Lo, I think any real street nigga, dope boy, when they seen him, they said that is not a rapper.
Yeah, I mean, when we first came out, that's what I was telling you earlier with the candy rapper thing. It's the candy rappers and this, that, and other. I think that's when Lo came. I think when Lo came out, I think that was, you know, that was one of his main goals is to, you know, turn the tide on that conversation or whatever. Because we ain't never really we kind of went straight past, you know, all the regular stuff or whatever. I don't even think BET ever played Laffy Taffy. I think they debuted Betcha Can't Do It Like Me.
Okay.
And it's because Laffy Taffy went straight to the pop charts, went straight up, you know. So we had to learn on the fly. And I think that was on Lo's mind when he came back with his own project or whatever. He wanted to, you know, set the record straight.
Right.
You know, so he wore a lot of black.
He wore a lot of black. Yeah.
You know, but at first we was happy, bro. Like we didn't look at it like that. Dudes will change your mood. You know, when you see us on the CD cover, like, man, to go get those shirts pressed up or whatever it was, like, these the happiest day of our life, so to speak, because it's happening for you.
Right.
But then you get places like, oh, they make lyrics, this.
Right.
The dudes like, man, do you know what I just came from? Like, bro, like, man, you understand who you talking to, but you can't do that in all those conversations, and we learned and we grew, you know. But it was tough.
Stay on
Stay blue.
I'm just trying to stay racked up like you.
Put an 8 in a 1 and do magic. Tryna stretch hair run like elastic. Eco-friendly drug dealer, I don't waste no plastic. Use all 4 corners of that baggie. All I ever wanted was a bankroll. So I pull up on Champ before the bank close. Say no to stank hoes and stank clothes. No paramedic pimpin', nigga, we don't save hoes. Yeah, rest in peace to Lil